Hey, how's it going? It's January 9th, almost 2:45 in the afternoon. It's a Sunday, and I'm kind of hungry and I'm about to make some food. But before I do that, I had some things on my mind that I wanted all my 4 viewers to see. I'm just kidding. I know lots of people watch my videos um, and such, and I really appreciate it. So, thank you. Um, those are the best 4 viewers ever. Um, but yeah, I've um, been back in Asheville, North Carolina for almost a week, a little under a week, and yeah, I'm my mental faculties have definitely been kind of lingering on a topic that I had last left off with before coming here, coming there to Boston for my. I'm just all over the place. Let me start all over from the top again. Um, Hi, how's it going? So, dog, roommate's dog. Dog is giving me some pointers. Okay, got it. Okay, I got that too. Good dog. But yeah, no, I've been thinking about this person that I've had a crush on, and just wanting to be like, hey, I think I like you. And I'm at that point now where like I know that I can kind of control my feelings. I mean, in general, I feel like I have a pretty good rap over on around in my feelings, like so that I don't necessarily control them, but I can maneuver within and help move it around and such. Um, so yeah, I like you, and I wish I knew what to say and how to approach you. And if you don't like me, in this sense, that's great because I enjoy you as a friend, and yeah, and it's just so much I want to say, and I don't know exactly. See, that's exactly what I would say to this person. I can't even say it to like the 4 viewers that are watching this video, so I'm just thinking like, okay, well, I don't really know how to approach this said person. So, um, yesterday I was with this person, and I was just trying to find a moment which seemed right and not so contrived and not to corner this person. So that's the last thing I want to do. And but yeah, either way, things would be great. But it's like I'm the kind of person that if I was in a plane and I had a parachute and I was skydiving and um and everyone was skydived, dove, and stopping. Um, and I would be like, no, I just have to. I have to jump. In fact, I would invent a time machine so I could be the first one to jump because that's just how I am. I always like, you always should be able to do the things that I presented to you. So, if you've got something on your mind, Christina, you should do it, right? Um, so, that's that. It's not a tremendously big deal. Um, It's just that, ever since I've returned back to Asheville, I've said to myself that, I'm going to be very straightforward and very, like, I'm going to follow through with my actions. And that's basically what it is follow through, you know. But unfortunately, like, situations in terms of, like, what I've just described, performance in one thing and skydiving, follow through is different than following through with your emotions with somebody else. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna be patient and just let it be. It's no big deal. Um, but yeah. Anyways, we're expecting big snow here in Asheville, and in general along the East Coast. So it's gonna be pretty nasty, as the kids say on the streets, or the dogs say in Asheville. Um, Work was definitely a kick in the pants this past week. 16-hour days, like bam, bam, bam. And I'm just like, I'm so not ready for this. But I made it through. Um, I think, like, now I have like a different mentality towards work. It's like I'm there, but I'm not. I'm not letting it affect me as much as it used to. I'm gonna have fun while I'm doing it. So, and I've got long-term goals along the way. So it's just gonna keep going, keep doing my thing. Um, what was I gonna say? Um, but yeah, snow, work, crushing on people, and having emotions, which can sometimes be a weakness. That's not true. But yeah, it's been a pretty good return. I really miss my sister, and um, yeah, I wish I could. I wish there was like a tunnel. I wish there was like kind of like a or Star Trek technology, like I could just transport over there, and that would be fun. So, but then if that was the case, then I probably wouldn't be. What would I be doing if there was a transporter technology? In case you don't know, in Star Trek, like the one of the means for transportation was a device called the transporter, which broke apart your molecules and then reassigned them, and basically just sent out your information, your particles through space, much like a cell phone receives a phone call. Um, and of course, the logic behind it is somewhat fairly flawed, but the concept is pretty fun. So, if you could travel somewhere at the speed of light, where would you go? Um, I was like thinking somewhere warm. I go somewhere warm. Um, I would probably, what I would do? I'd try to find a spot where there's like no people, and I'd have a hammock, and then every once in a while, I'd probably build like a little hut, and then over time, I would just add to it and like revisit it. So like if I ever wanted to get away, I'm right there, back to my little hut. I can go fishing. I don't like to eat fish, but I will eat fish because this is my own fantasy, and fish tastes like chicken, like or steak. Really yummy fish. And yeah, and that would be great. I think that's actually what I'm working towards in life. Is just that hut. All this complexity just for a whole lot of simplicity. And then, of course, the simplicity can't be appreciated, and unless there's that complexity, it's just so confusing or complex, not so simple. Anywho, um, yeah, it's been bitterly, bitingly cold. It was just mean cold last night. It was like the coldest it had been in a while. Um, when I last left Boston, or last, when I moved down here to Asheville, it was like negative 14, and the wind chill was even lower than that. And your nose would just freeze inside of itself, so you had to put on a scarf, otherwise, you'd really hurt yourself. Like, that was the coldest I'd experienced in a long time. And outside, I mean, it's not that cold, but it's pretty close to it. It's like the cousin of that cold. So, um, but that's pretty much it as far as how things are going, transitioning stuff. I mean, I feel like, as far as with thinking about different components with transitioning and such, and like where I'm at, I feel like I'm at a point, where I can kind of comfortably work away at my life, and just feel okay. I feel like the makeup discoveries that I made in my trip to Boston were definitely great. It was pretty big because um, I think after this, the next video I'm going to make is about makeup and attire and dressing and stuff. So it's going to be more of a aesthetically thing episode. I don't know what it is. This is what happens when you're out of college for too long or out of learning. It's just like words. It's like I gotta, it's like going to the store and buying a soda, and you're like, I feel like I have enough change in my pocket to pay for this soda, and then instead of like counting it and like preparing it, soda comes up to $1.25, and you just like like unfurl all those coins, and you're just like, I have this much coins, words, aesthetically, you know. I don't know. Anywho, focus. I'm maintaining my focus. I'm gonna be hanging out with some good friends later on tonight, and um, chicken. I'm eating some chicken in just a little bit, and some rice. I bought a 20-pound bag of rice, which I think I can go through in 3.5 weeks, maybe less. But it came in a 10-pound variety, and then the 20, and then the 25. The 10-pound, I knew that I could finish that in like a week and some odd days, and I'm like, let's go all the way. Let's commit almost all the way and get the 20-pound bag. So that's me. That's how I roll. You want to talk about transitioning with me? Let's talk about rice. Like, how much rice are we talking about? What kind of rice? After 6 months. Like, how much rice do you need? Planning rice. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Anyways, I think this is probably a good time to get some chicken and some coffee and some rice in my body, because I'm eating myself alive. And out of the 4 people watching these videos, if you've got any ideas about any aspects of my life, like, how to approach somebody that might be helpful, or not to approach someone and just like back off, let me know, because I don't know, I've always been just a geek. That's basically it. And whenever I founded myself in a situation, or found myself, or find myself, words, so much problems. I would, first relationship, serious one, I just threw myself at that person over and over and over again like a fool. And I would never do that again. The next one was just like kind of a situation that happened at work, so it's not like I really went out of my way. It just happened, as all good things do. But it didn't end so well. Haha. Ha. I didn't say good, I said well. And then, after that, just like that was my best relationship ever, and I feel like that just happened because it was, just kind of happened. Again, another just happened. Ugh. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know. And every time I've ever asked someone, I'm just gonna stop it. I'm not gonna analyze anymore because I'm hungry. So, anyways, any ideas, comments, suggestions? Please let me know, and I will have my next video on makeup stuff and very practical stuff, because some of the things that I see on YouTube, it's just like, all you need is a $75 bottle of something from Australia, grown in New Zealand, and you can only find it on every 7th kangaroo that grows in the harvest moon. I don't know, like, it's just like, or here's makeup only for white people, and it's just like, there's a lot going on. So, anyways, too long of a video. I'm dragging on. This is my favorite part of like making the videos, like when I've made the decision to end it, and then it keeps going, and then that's when like the creative juices start juicing and flowing and more juicing, and I'm gonna get some chicken and coffee and rice, and then another video, and then I'm gonna work on my other videos, my Boston videos. So have a good day. Hitting the button, stopping.